I want to point out something today that may be obvious to you, but major licks on the chromatic harmonica many times are transferable over to the relative minor key tonality. So two different keys, but the same set of notes. And in particular, the major pentatonic scale has the same notes as the minor pentatonic scale when you switch keys to the relative minor. So let's start there, but what I really want to get to is the fact that slide ornaments are transferable. And the fun part about learning an instrument in multiple keys is that once you start learning something, you are never starting from square one. Usually, you're never having to completely reinvent the wheel. You can take what you know from another key, and in particular, this is a gold mine: major keys and relative minor keys. Let's talk about D major. Here we are. And I'm playing the major pentatonic scale and a few little fwee diddly dees with the slide. I'm doing a slide grace note into the F sharps. Then a turn from 2 to 1. Talking scale degrees here, from 2 to 1. So slide grace note F into the F sharp, and then a turn from E to D, 2 to 1. Now, let's change keys to the relative minor. The problem with just playing a B minor chord is our ear could tell us that we're still in D major, because this could be part of a chord progression. So let me just completely get us into B minor. Are we there? I'm playing the same scale and the same ornaments. So this could save a lot of time, and you may be exploring a new key and you may think to yourself, this feels familiar. This breath pattern feels familiar. These slide ornaments feel familiar. Yes, they are, because you've been playing them perhaps in the relative major or relative minor tonality. So I just wanted to talk about this. Let's get in B minor here. You know, I did a whole lesson in the key of B is pretty cool for harmonica players on the chromatic harmonica. This is the reason why, is because most of us became familiar with the key of D on the instrument, and all that stuff transfers over. So let's talk about another obvious example is the key of C major is going to have the same pentatonic scale as A minor. So here we are, C major. Same turn, 2 to 1. Let's go to A minor. Anyway, so I thought, how far do I want to get into this? I made myself a list on this piece of paper. I wrote the major keys on the left side, and I just went down in fourths, and I covered all 12 keys. And then I made another column and I wrote down the relative minor keys. And I just was glancing at this. I tell you, there's one set that caught my eye, and that's the key of A major, F sharp minor. The reason that caught my eye is that those two keys are not my favorite keys to improvise in, just to be honest. You know, I have my preferred keys. I try to learn the instrument in all the keys, but A major, I'm not so crazy about it. And it's the same with F sharp minor. However, it does help to know is going to help me. That's A major. I'm playing A major pentatonic. I'm playing the grace note on the C sharp, putting the grace note on the fifth, and then doing the grace note on the third in A major. When I go to F sharp minor, that C sharp grace note becomes the fifth. And then the 2-to-1 slide turn in A major becomes 4-to-3. Anyway, I hope this helps you. It's something to explore. Just pay attention to keys that you can get around in and ask yourself the question, what is the relative key? Relative major or minor. For example, you may be familiar with C minor. And it's got that turn in it. But you might not have explored E flat major. So spend some time with that. Check it out. I'll talk to you guys later.